Maintaining good habits can sometimes be a significant challenge, but once they take root, they often provide lasting benefits. Today, I'd like to discuss how we can transform our positive intentions into enduring habits. Habits are a brilliant mechanism of the brain that help us conserve energy by automating routine tasks. This is why we instinctively look both ways before crossing the street, lock the door as we leave, and brush our teeth before bed. These actions become so ingrained that we perform them without conscious thought, allowing us to navigate much of our daily lives on autopilot. This automation frees up mental energy for other activities. However, if you've ever tried to establish a new habit, you may have found it quite challenging to make it stick. So today, I want to share some strategies and techniques that can help us adopt our habits in a sustainable and effective manner. Much of the inspiration for today's discussion comes from the excellent audiobook Atomic Habits by James Clear. The actions we incorporate into our daily routines may seem minor, but their cumulative effect over time can be quite powerful, ultimately transforming our lives. Take, for instance, the simple habit of tidying up your desk at the end of each workday. This small action can prepare you to start the next day with a clean slate, free from distractions. Consequently, you might find yourself slightly more productive the following day. While the immediate impact might appear negligible, consistently practicing this habit every day for a year can significantly boost your productivity. Conversely, a cluttered desk filled with distractions can gradually erode your efficiency. In James Clear's insightful book, there's a quote that resonates deeply. "Good habits make time your ally. Bad habits make time your enemy." This encapsulates the essence of why nurturing good habits is crucial. They leverage the power of time to our advantage, turning it into a steadfast ally in our journey towards personal growth and success. In many instances, we often feel pressured to set ambitious goals for ourselves, such as declaring, "I want to run a half marathon by the end of the year." While striving for these lofty goals can sometimes yield immediate successes, which is commendable and may tick off a box on our to-do list, if our aim is genuine behavior change, it's more effective to concentrate on defining the person we aspire to become. For instance, articulating, "I aim to embody the qualities of a great runner." Once we have a clear vision of our desired identity, we can begin to cultivate habits that align with this vision. To identify these habits, we simply need to ask ourselves, what behaviors would exemplify a great runner? What routines would they adhere to? This introspection may reveal habits extending beyond mere physical training, such as prioritizing nutrition, incorporating recovery strategies, or maintaining a consistent stretching regimen. After pinpointing the habits that will mold our desired identity, it becomes crucial to ensure consistent execution. When we're aiming to cultivate a positive habit, it's crucial to be clear about our intentions. This means identifying the exact location, timing, frequency, and jotting these details down can be immensely helpful. Additionally, I've discovered another effective strategy that significantly aids in habit formation, anchoring the new habit to an existing one. Essentially, we leverage routines we already engage in. For example, if you want to start reading books daily, you can decide that every evening before going to bed, after brushing your teeth, you will spend 15 minutes reading a book. This way, reading becomes a natural part of your bedtime routine. This simple act of linking my new habit with the existing one of teeth brushing not only made the timing and location precise, but also streamlined the process. As a result, staying consistent with my intentions became remarkably easier. To ensure that we truly desire to adopt a new habit, I believe it's important to make the experience as enjoyable as possible. Ultimately, our mindset often determines whether we'll find something enjoyable or not. One powerful method to cultivate a positive mindset is by using positive language in our internal dialogue. For instance, if the habit we want to cultivate is cooking meals at home more often, instead of saying, "I have to make a home-cooked meal tonight," we can replace have with get. So we would say, "I get to make a home-cooked meal tonight. I get to experiment in the kitchen. I get to nourish myself." Even though the action remains the same in both scenarios, This shift in mindset significantly impacts how enjoyable the experience will be. To prevent ourselves from abandoning a habit prematurely, we should proactively address any potential barriers that could hinder its establishment. For example, imagine our aim is to develop a habit of daily meditation. One obstacle could be the lack of a quiet space in our home. To overcome this, we could designate a specific corner of our room for meditation and declutter it to create a peaceful environment. Once these barriers are addressed, we should ensure that the habit itself doesn't become a hindrance. Our approach is to keep things streamlined and enjoyable, as unnecessary complexity can deter us. Instead of trying to meditate for an extended period right away, we could start with just a few minutes each day and gradually increase the duration. Consistently practicing small actions yields better results than sporadically attempting perfection. If we can immediately reward ourselves after completing our desired habit or action, the likelihood of repeating it significantly increases. New habits often provide delayed gratification and may not feel rewarding at first, whereas bad habits typically offer instant pleasure but come with long-term consequences. By giving ourselves a reward right after engaging in a new habit, we strengthen the desired behavior. I explored this idea to cultivate a habit of reading regularly by allowing myself to enjoy a favorite snack while reading. This enjoyable moment made me look forward to reading again. Over time, I believe habits become naturally satisfying, especially when the long-term benefits become apparent. However, until then, a small external reward can be a powerful motivator to keep us on track. Our environment significantly influences the formation of our habits. For instance, if we usually watch TV on the couch but decide to start a new reading habit in the same spot, it might be challenging due to potential distractions. Conversely, if we choose an entirely different place to read, over time, this new location will become associated with the reading habit. This association can make it easier to get into the reading mindset whenever we sit there. Beyond selecting a suitable location for a new habit, it's crucial to ensure our environment includes the right people, whether in person or online. Human nature inclines us to adapt our behavior to align with those around us. Therefore, if our desired habits are common in our environment, adopting them becomes much simpler. Ultimately, habits are incredibly powerful because their cumulative effects grow over time. Building new habits requires patience and persistence. Sometimes adopting a new habit can be challenging and lead to setbacks. It's important not to get discouraged and to keep persevering. Remember that building a new habit is a process, not a race. Understand that it may take time for the new habit to become a natural part of your daily life. You may encounter failures and setbacks along the way, but it's crucial to learn from these mistakes and keep moving forward. Reward yourself for every small progress you make. And remember that every little effort contributes to future success. Patience and persistence will help you overcome challenges and achieve your goals in building and maintaining new habits. Building and maintaining good habits effectively requires consistency and small, gradual changes. Overcoming barriers and rewarding yourself will help you achieve long-term success. Remember, small daily actions lead to big changes. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more personal development tips. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.